we have the Secretary of Tourism, Sikkim, Mr. C. Sangpo, with us. Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon.
Sir, Sikkim is hosting the fourth ITM. What kind of exposure are you expecting from this event?
See, the exposure means basically, we want to showcase, our strength in the tourism, whatever potential we have. And at the same time, we thought, since the people have come from far and wide, and more, in fact, with this, see, our footfall, in fact, we're looking at the increased footfall and the high-end tourists to the state of Sikkim, with the type of product that we have, and the way we are moving forward in the field of tourism, So basically, we got a different type of tourism we are going in for. You have heard that, the one is the organic, Sikkim is going to turn organic, where no chemicals are being used, So that is one part. Then of course we are looking at, certain aspect of Buddhist tourism, spiritual tourism, and so on and so forth. Basically, totally our tourism is going to be a nature based, and then we thought people who are interested in nature, like the ecotourism, and the adventure tourism, we want more and more sort of that, not a recreation or something like that, and then you have this shopping tourism, creating a mall or not that sort of thing.
So, international and domestic visitation have both been consistently rising in the state. So, what are the new projects that Sikkim is planning to provide as novel attractions for tourists?
No, I told you, see, the Sikkim is going to be purely organic. So that is one, I think, the biggest strength, whereby, the high-end tourists should come enjoy, you can say organic products of the state. That definitely is related to your health. So when we're talking about, wellness tourism or health tourism, this definitely basically, the toxin, the removal of toxin from the body itself is an indication of the wellness tourism. So I think we want to promote more on this, and then whatever hotels we have, whatever food we serve, we thought we'll be able to serve all organic. Maybe it may not be possible for us, being a small state, where the the land, available land, for the agriculture and horticulture, that's a very minimal. But I think if we can serve whosoever comes with organic product, I think that's, we'll be achieving quite a lot of things.
What is the strongest region in Sikkim tourism? What is the main asset of the state?
See, the one thing is that you are here in Sikkim. You might have seen, the range, you can see, you look at the altitude, the ranges it has. It's from, like subtropical to alpine, So after about few kilometers, you'll see the varied, you can say, altitude. And then definitely the lifestyle changes and the terrain changes. So I think that is one of the biggest assets that we have, Nowhere I think it's possible that, within 5 minutes or 10 minutes you drive, you'll find that there's a distinct difference in the altitude. Suppose we have crow-flying distance, half a kilometer crow-flying distance. If you measure, you find a difference of almost about 1,000 and 1,500 meters. So it's quite huge,
Okay, sir. Now tell us something about your marketing strategies, and are you going into social media marketing as well?
Partly, we are going to. Otherwise, till date, by word of mouth, whoever comes, we have not rigorous. Marketing has not been done. Basically, the ITM is one of that. Where you can do this marketing venture, so that people from Parliament, they know about Sikkim. They can understand the strength that Sikkim has, the potential it has, and the future prospects which the Sikkim tourism has. So we are looking at that. Otherwise, what happens is, suppose you do lots of marketing, you say, okay, you publicize, advertise. Then ultimately, when people come, when they come here, they find there's nothing to showcase. So we are, in fact, you heard the lecture given by the Honorable Chief Minister also, whereby we are moving along with nature. So we are not trying to disturb the nature as such. So that's one reason where we think that, the clean air, we are looking at the clean air means what? Clean, definitely non-polluting industries. So our Chief Minister discourages polluting industries. That's one reason why we don't have polluting industries in the state. We have got totally non-polluting industries. I mean, we have with the pharmaceuticals, and then of course we deal with the small-scale industries only. Like supposing we talk about like big industries, the polluting industry, we don't have that. So that's a plus point that like if we can go organic, we can have clean air, then we can think of basically in the health and the wellness tourism sector. Another aspect is like Sikkim. See, basically it's a very tourist friendly place. Another thing is here in Sikkim there's no gender discrimination. That's one part. We follow our religion, but there's no differences in all the religions. So peace and tranquility prevails. That is one of the biggest strengths. Another one, I said, clean air. That's and then people are very friendly. And then the nature is at your doorstep. That's fantastic. And then supposing if you go travel about a kilometer up, if you talk about a lateral distance, then you'll find that the entire range of third highest peak is in front of you. So see, from Ranipur, if you go to a place called Tashi Viewpoint, the difference you'll find is almost about 1,800 meters. It's quite huge, nowhere you won't find that. For us, of course, definitely it's difficult because it's a steep climb.
But then how is everyone going to know more about Sikkim unless there is marketing? So
no, we are doing it in a small way, whatever is possible. See, basically, in a state like Sikkim, rigorous marketing is not possible. Suppose when you talk about rigorous marketing, the fund requirement is quite huge. You are aware of it. So you have to go in for a media, a national media or international media. The only a few fraction of seconds, whatever advertise you, that is going to cost you very high. And you see, Sikkim with a population of 6.24 lakhs, and then we receive more than that, as tourists. And as of now, I think we suffice. Immediately, suppose if you jump and then later on you will not be able to sustain it, then it becomes a problem. Slow progress, I think it's going to be a nice one, for everybody. Even we have the future itself, you have to look at it.
yes.
Today, what we are trying to do is sustainable tourism, which will meet the present requirement without affecting the future requirements of our children.
Great,
So
sir.
that's all.
Wonderful. So, and one thing that we came across is, the places are absolutely marvelous, they're beautiful. But somehow I think there's need for more public, utility things to be there, like, for example, drinking water and basic toilet amenities. So is the government working on that line as well?
Yeah, we are already working on that, but maybe I think, suppose, I don't know whether you have seen, if the moment you enter Rangpo, so we have created facilities, after every 5 to 10 kilometers. Maybe not in a bigger way, but a smaller way. You will find all those small cafeteria where you can have a cup of tea, but at the same time you can have those conveniences. So those things are there. But now we are trying to go in a big way because that's already there in the plan. So with you can say the facilities with parking and all that. But today, yes, we lack in parking areas because tourists, when they come, definitely they'll be coming in a car. So you need a place for the car to be parked, and then you move out, and then you use the conveniences. So subsequently, at a later date, definitely we'll have all these facilities.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for being with Travel Tour World. Thank you very much.
Thank you.